Alleluia, alleluia.
Alleluia, alleluia.
You are Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of the netherworld shall not prevail against it.
Alleluia, alleluia.
Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
Reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew.
Glory to you, Lord.
When Jesus went into the region of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, "Who do people say that the Son of Man is?" They replied, "Some say John the Baptist, others Elijah, still others Jeremiah or one of the prophets." And he said to them, "But who do you say that I am?" And Simon Peter said in reply, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." Jesus said to him in reply, "Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah. For flesh and blood has not revealed this to you, but my heavenly Father. And so I say to you, you are Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of the netherworld shall not prevail against it. I will give you the keys to the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. Whatever you loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Having stood in the region of Caesarea Philippi on the very rock, we think, that Jesus and the apostles stood, and having Jesus ask the question to the apostles and thus to us, "Who do you say that I am?" Who do you say that I am? That's the question he asks us. And in our own lives, the prayer is that Simon Peter is speaking for us and saying, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." That's a statement of faith, powerful. But it's also interesting to note that where they were standing is the fountainhead of the waters of the Jordan. And without that, there'd be no Holy Land worth looking at. And so Jesus is really saying to Peter, but also to us who stand on that same rock. And he's saying, upon this rock, the fountainhead of the Jordan, the fountainhead of God's love, I will build my church, and the gates of the netherworld, the world around us, shall not prevail against it. Then he says to Peter, and thus to us as a church, "I give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. Whatever you loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven." That became the discussion that we've had for the last 2,000 plus years. And the church has discerned who we are, the sacraments especially, the commandments especially, and how we are to live, to be able to respond to the question that Jesus asked Peter and eventually Paul on the road to Damascus, "Who do you say that I am?" That's the question for us as we enter into this Eucharist.